A very, very good morning to all of you, and I really hope that all of you are really enjoying the world competition, the Olympiad competition. In fact, our annual event of IIHM, which is the Young Chef Olympiad, and unbelievable, we are all together there in the seventh season of Young Chef Olympiad. Isn't it so beautiful? And we are able to see, all the countries participating so beautifully, from their home cities, and I'm sure everybody is enjoying the competition really, really well. Today, I have with me, of course, somebody who's very dear to us, to IIHM, and definitely a big, big support system, I'll say a patron of IIHM, none other than Mr. Rupam Datta. If I have to talk about Mr. Rupam Datta, well, he's the general manager of the Feathers Hotel, which is in fact a Radha hotel based out of Chennai. He's a hotelier and also an alumni of IIM, which is a prestigious hotel school in the eastern part of India with more than 30 years of, you can say, existence in India and abroad. And he has a career spanning about 26 years already. Rupam has, of course, enhanced his leadership skills and his business skills from the Cornell University, and he's best known for being a very passionate trainer and a business strategist with multiple successful project openings under his credentials. So a very, very warm welcome once again to you, Rupam. We are very, very happy to have you here, like always. And, before I go ahead and hit the topic, we would like to basically hear from you as to, how do you keep yourself so motivated, happy, glowing, always filled with life and so much of huge energy. We would like to hear from you, Rupam.
Thank you very much. This itself is a good motivation for me, Sanchari, and I wanted to thank all of you and wanted to wish all the participants here today a very happy new year. Let's hope for a beautiful year with a lot more happening news and a lot more positive things happening. Good thing is what has happened is the vaccine is out. And now the executions happening, the distributions are happening. With all of this together, I can only share good things that's happening. I don't see anymore. The bad time is behind. And let me tell you, one of the good thing about IIHM is that look at the starting of the Young Chef Olympiad. Many big events globally has been called off. Of course, those. But people are coming back. One of the best thing that IIHM today doing is that they're back with Young Chef Olympiad. This is something absolutely stunning. And, if such thing can happen, I think we are just up there. This gives those kind of positive feel that we are up there. So wishing everybody a great Olympiad this year also. It is a pride of India. Pride of Indian hospitality and Hospitality Council of International Hospitality Council. So it's a big thing that was done and initiated by, conceptualized by IIHM. Great work. So everyone is looking forward to, I'm sure, a lot. Coming back to the questions quickly, yes, how I keep myself motivated. One is that learn every day, even though the tough thing that was there. It was not that, don't ever feel that you are a victim of it. I never wanted myself to be grasped among, within that I'm a victim of the situation. We are all going through, it's not, none of us were a victim. We are all going through a challenge, a time that has given us a different challenge in career or life and daily living. So find a way. Literally all that was required, tolerance, all that was required, that observe every day very, very carefully and adapt things faster as possible, learn every day. And you have to keep yourself motivated, not for everybody, for yourself. Don't think that, don't have to feel shy about reading the best thing in the morning. Try always, it's a practice what you do. You wake up with worries and you wake up with wonder, So I wake up with wonder. I always have that response, wow, this is another beautiful day. So you read something which will motivate you. So get up in the morning, figure out what you should read in the morning. I stopped watching television. I stopped reading newspaper. So these are the two things that I've made a habit in the last 10 months. I don't recollect when I've last watched the television news, especially Indian news, and then the newspaper. They're not there. So I look out for news that comes from my mentors, my people that I take inspiration from. I read their column every day, and that starts my day. And have one good thing is that you are starting your day to sort out a lot of problems. So many people who's got problems have that attitude that I will be finding a solutions for them. I think that brings the biggest happiness. That's it.
So beautifully said, Rupam. I absolutely agree with you. In fact, when this entire thing was happening and when we were trying to go ahead and, of course, collaborate with all our partner hotels and, of course, all of your renowned hoteliers who has, in fact, been a big support to us across all these particular years, you were a part of our bounce back theme. This was, in fact, very respectful, you can say, the beautiful theme that we created for the industry, when we were just getting into the 2021 mode. And you have been, one of our, you can say, hotelier friends who have been, of course, a very beautiful part of the bounce back. So where do you think, basically, Rupam, we need to have the bounce back, whether it's our minds, whether it has a complete clarity of togetherness, or all of us coming together and putting it through? Because I think it is very essential that as an industry, as all hoteliers, as the hospitality fraternity, we all come forward and take it together. I would like to know your thoughts on the particular theme, Rupam.
Bounce back was, I myself have taken a lot of inspiration from the video that's come out, Bounce Back, that the message that was shared by Dr. Bose and IIHM family was extremely incredible. That was too good a thought. And I think, bounce back is actually a faith that, you actually, you believe that we are back. And that is so important at this point of time, that the self-belief is very important, that we start believing that things are changing. So good thing has happened, if you look at, I'm talking about STRs or all the data that are coming today. I was talking to somebody, I tried making it a practice that I talk to people, not just from hotels, they are into travel industry, they're into airlines, they're into many other, like Airbnbs or whatever. So when I talk to them today, I realized that there are multiple international events which has happened virtually. There are performers, Indian musicians performed with an audience in US, with an audience in Canada. So the hope and the joy was shared. People are booking, looking at a lot of this. I was talking to somebody who is heading the Thomas Cook in Mumbai, a good friend of mine. The flow that has happened, barring few countries which has got travel restrictions, a lot of countries have an open boundary, like Maldives, Jamaica, a lot of Caribbean islands, many of them are literally open boundaries. A lot of people are going there. In fact, in Chennai, all our beach resorts are all full. We look at, and that too earlier, I will say to all of you that, earlier those used to do about 30%, 40% occupancy during the weekdays, and the weekends used to be around 75, 80%. Today, we see in the weekdays about 60% occupancy, and weekends they're doing 100% occupancy. That's, I'm talking about the leisure movement. And business travelers, just wanted to let you know, all our MICE inquiries from domestic market has already started inquiring from dates between May, June, July, September onwards, a lot more. So second half is more promising. And the airlines are all waiting for the government of India to give some clearance. And to start off, we do have around 11 odd flights which are lined up from Emirates, which connects, and then we have Air France will start, the Lufthansa will start. So the airlines is all waiting to start now. And so the restaurant industries are doing good. The standalone restaurants are doing fantastic. They are literally full every day. Home deliveries are doing good. Multiple things. So I always feel that it's already bouncing back. So it's amazing, and that gave a lot of good message.
Exactly, because I think, whatever you've in fact mentioned creates a lot of positivity in the minds of everybody who's in fact even getting into the industry today. True, because Rupam, talking about the last year, definitely when the pandemic hit, and this was the very first time that all of us have in fact encountered such a huge challenge together. And this has in fact affected everybody. But then as an industry, we were all very fortunate to have a very positive mind. And we knew that, just like you said, to bounce in the right direction. So talking about, education, also talking about new learnings, etc., there has been a lot of evolving trends which has in fact
Yeah,
happened the last year.
right.
So moving forward with hospitality, Rupam, and if you're looking for some specific traits in personalities who would be a part of hospitality tomorrow, what
Mhm.
are the things that you think would be the most important requirements in a person today?
To all of you, I wanted to let you know that I was reading something very interesting. In fact, that there is a change of hiring pattern from even the corporates. So, and that's going to have a lot of advantages for the hospitality students. That is something which I felt one of the best news I read, that the corporates are also looking at having, because the hospitality, the resilient character, that is something like the way we have taken the pandemic, the way we have responded during the pandemic, like all hotels. I'm just saying that every hotel in India was some of them were busy doing CSR activities, reaching out to different areas, distributing food, clothes, reaching out to needy, reaching out to the first line health people. Like, a lot of hotels have given their rooms, extended their rooms for the stay of doctor, nurses, and the huge protocol. Hospitality was one of the first, who adapted to the changes. They got in the protocols in place so well, and people who traveled from overseas countries came back when the rescues happened from different countries. We accommodated them. The entire workforce was trained to literally clinical level of safety protocols are all today part of the hotel guys, all hotel, from all department, across the department, they are all aware of how it is to be done. We realize that so the adaptability is something that I feel that the hospitality students are going to get the advantage, because
Yes.
the way we adapted to the changes, it wasn't see, I'm a little worried about people who are working from home, people who are into the IT industry. Just imagine, have been for 10 months, so they are yet to come to the working practice, like how you come to the hotel when you share your office with different people, your cubicles are shared, how it's going to, because the hotels have already done it. We work together, we work to maintaining the protocols, and then every week there is a health check happens for the hotels, and you go through all those tests and all. So these I will say that there is a shift of character which has happened. So we guys have today learned that your role, even during this time, we realized that we had to do engineering work, we had to do the housekeeping work, everyone has to put their hands for kitchen, including, so there was no particular department, so everybody was working together for a common goal. So I think that's a big shift which has happened for us as a industry.
Lovely. Rupam, we were just discussing few days ago in one of our other conversations where we were talking about, students today have to be somebody having, a lot of multi-skilling rather than just being maybe, just mastering in one particular, area or department. So has to be an emphasis in all and have to be an all-rounder. Now moving forward, basically once the recruitment starts and tomorrow, even in future, do you think there would be some kind of, stagnancy at some particular point, when employment is concerned, in case if multi-skilling is what we are basically looking into? Or do you think potentially it would be what the way forward would be for every student? Or you can say, hospitality aspirants?
Yes, Sanchari, the change is multi-skilling is something that everyone will be looking for. Now, I'm saying that it may not be a completely, no one can be multi-skilled. It's very, very difficult, especially. But the attitude of I can be coached. Like I have the attitude of being I can take off changes. So people will be looking forward to do that. You can have a specialty done in front office or kitchen or housekeeping or wherever. That becomes your strength. Now, but then you are a guy who builds the character in a way that I will fit into the role if it is different. That's the attitude. So we don't, it is more to do with the attitude. That earlier I said that no, I'll stick to my things, but there could be a time in a year where you may have to make yourself available in any other areas where you can be. doing your part. So I think that is something which is taking up, and everyone has to be a good in technology. That's for sure. Like I would like to share a recent recruitment ad which came in out of Oberoi, which was showing that we are looking for marketing interns, must have good knowledge and practice skills in Adobe Illustrator. So just imagine Oberoi is looking at that. So I will say that, I myself, we are having a next week a huge workshop for 2 days, which are doing for the social media alone. So we are doing really the changes that social media the students have to be adapted to. Like, you have to be technically very, very strong in the digital world. Like, so I would be happy to have a student knowing even making an application, because you do not know if you are in a hotel and you have those skills, you will be called to use your own skill on those areas. You may be working in front office, but then you can be asked to okay, can we sit down and design a new way of guest feedback. Okay, so you can utilize your skill to develop those. So technically, I think it is there's a shift which is happening in the hotel. Earlier, we used to only know that, okay, front office, housekeeping, basic job, but then I think we all have to train ourselves to be digitally very. I myself training, I'm doing a lot of study for myself to be 2021 for my hotel is a major target is shift our focus to a completely digital direction. Like your virtual, a lot of things will happen virtually. Your reach, the way you reach out to your guest, your business, a lot will happen digitally. So these are the skills, I think, communications, mass communications, and in fact blogging. A lot of students has to start paying attention on their writing, because experience, like suppose I'm working the reception and tonight I share that my experience on an arrival. If you can pen it down well, people are trying to buy that experience from you rather than as a hotel giving an advertisement, a great check-in. But the executive who's standing at the reception counter, if he pen down well that this was my experience, with a smile and a photograph there into the social media, that is being trusted better than an advertisement. So that's how this shift which is happening. Social media, digital are the way forward, be it in kitchen or whatever it. Even when you make food. Suppose I'm a chef and I'm preparing my food. From the time I pick up my ingredients and I'm doing my mesa and making my gravy, even that is a talk today. So you present it well, you get 10 buyers for that particular dish that you're preparing. You give an advertisement, giving ABC, maybe a pasta that you prepare. You say that this pasta, whereas you write down your experience, the way you prepared it, you present it in a small reel in Insta. That has got biggest viewership and users and client coming back, guests coming back because of that. So these are the shifts that everybody has to adapt to.
Absolutely agreeable, Rupam, because I think everything that you mentioned about social media engagement today, and of course digital marketing, that is something which students have to really give a lot of emphasis on today.
Lot.
Very, very true. And because you're so right, because somebody who's working in the front desk or even in the kitchen today need to know his technology very well, because at the end of the day, they're not just cooking, they're marketing themselves, and social skills and technology skills is basically today and of course going to be the future, what they'll be in fact, wanting to be knowing about.
Very true.
Similarly, Rupam, as you know already, we were very fortunate to have Dr. Bose go ahead and, think about this was again one of his, very unique brainchild of having Sahas, the courage, basically the entire empowerment of entrepreneurship into our students of hospitality. And when, challenges came in the form of the pandemic, that's when Sahas was launched globally. Right today, in fact, we are very fortunate to have our students thinking about entrepreneurship businesses, about, having startups of their own. And the last you can say 1 year has shown a lot of encouragement among our students. where they're so successfully even doing that, rendering that. I want to know your thoughts, Rupam, as to, how entrepreneurship can change a student, a hospitality student, and they basically make him or her more confident for the future. Your thoughts on that?
Absolutely, you are on it. I think what Dr. Bose has done, it's. I will not say it's just a one idea, one entrepreneurial idea. He is encouraged. He is actually given the freedom for everyone to think that you can be an entrepreneur. Like I will say that let's make it. I think the sessions that I've attended, in Saahas was a good learning for me too. So. Future is for the young starters, like whoever is going to take up. Please don't think, all of you, that you need to really work. Of course, you must work for some point of time in your career to understand your field. But the skill, the advantage with the hospitality and hotel management student is that they are actually being groomed to take up any assignment. So like you talk about retail to boutique to design to delivery to art gallery, you talk about it. Everything can be actually run by a hotelier. You don't have to be just working in the hotel. So entrepreneurship is the best seed that Dr. Bose has gifted for the students. I think a lot will happen with the startups, and India is coming back to a platform which about 15-20 years back what China has started. Look at the demands. We have a huge lineup projects for every state in the country, and the economy is going to bounce back big time. I mean, we see it from 22 onwards. 21 is the time where we are getting. Let's take it this way: that 21 is the year of vaccine. 2020, the pandemic came. 21 is the year of vaccination and settling down with your health. 22 is like startup. So I think this is how you should look at 20, 21, and 22. 22 onwards, you should be looking at. I would always say that whoever, as a student, it will be a great opportunity for you to and I'm sure a lot more sessions going to happen in IHM itself, that do your expertise in starting your own venture. Small, doesn't matter, but look at the demands. Today, I know I have few young students who used to be earlier working with me. They all have opened small cake joint. They are baking their own cake, and online they are selling. They're doing fabulous. Somebody is baking cookies, right? That's going out. I mean, and there's, people are buying these products because these are all, handpicked. These are all like so much of passion, so much of love goes. Young students, they are running their own bakery today, and it's not you don't have to take a shop. You have an oven in your house. You bake healthy cake. You bake healthy cookies. You make breads, and you are staying in a. Just take an example, like you are staying in a gated society like Bangalore, right, or Gurgaon or wherever, and just let everybody know that you bake healthy cake or healthy muffins. Every morning will be, and you can just even specialize in sandwich making, or making burgers, and that goes. People are buying because they trust your you being one among them. They buy your process, your purchasing of ingredients are very fresh. You do it well, package it well, give a nice design, give a nice branding. You will be doing at least about 50-60 burgers or sandwich or cake you'll be selling in a month. So, it's like, I mean, in a day, sorry. So small things can be done, and everyone is looking forward to even start. Believe me, I'm telling you, because I'm in the industry. I know the what we are lacking. We are lacking good horticulture team. So in your housekeeping, you'll be told about horticulture. Learn gardening, learn about maintaining your own garden, greenhouse, and flower making, so flower making. So you can run your own horticulture company, then you can run your own pest control company. So what is required to be picking up, it's not a huge investment. You got to pick up some of these equipments, you got to pick up a boy, and the work, how does it happen, the kind of treatment that gets into societies, to office, to different residence areas. So even the pest control is a great business opportunity. So you name it, I think the students have great opportunities, and we are lacking, lot of these things are required to be. And as you work in housekeeping, There is a skill goes into even marble polishing, so if somebody run that, you can run your own company on those lines also. So you can run your travel agent, company, like who has few car and tie up with different companies and different hotels. So you name it, and plenty of things that you can do.
Well, I think those are some amazing, very, very novel kind of, you can say business ideas that I'm sure all students would be very, very happy to know about, because these are some brilliant ones, which is very much accessible. You just have to have some resources, some small contacts, networking,
Absolutely.
and that's all.
Absolutely.
Wonderful.
Absolutely.
Wonderful, Rupa. Thank you so very much. This is like always, I have to say you, because you're always a great support system to us, Rupam. And I can see a lot of our, students, of course, really appreciating. And, while the competition is on, while they're basically enjoying the competition of the last so many days, and which in fact would be finishing in a couple of days right now, you coming here, spending your time with us, this is really precious. And we are really, really hopeful that, together, forward together, we will go ahead and bounce back as an industry and
Absolutely.
always be able to spread smiles and hospitality and, of course, positivity, Rupam.
Thank you very much. Wonderful.
Thank you very much. Rupam, any message that you would like to basically give to all the, you can say, hospitality students and definitely all the participants of the Young Chef Olympiad on the 7th season?
It's a great opportunity for the students who are participating and students who are not participating. Remember that, it's like coming to a platform where a lot of people will be letting you know that what to fine tune and all. So a competition is not always to be a champion. A competition is to be learning to be at the big platform. That's very important for us to know. So please watch out the process. How I would say that, look at the administrative process that has been done, how to organize. So follow it carefully, understand how is it done. This is the first time such a huge virtual Olympiad is going to happen in the culinary field. So all of you must see every detailing. I think you should check with all your center directors and all, how has it been conducted, all the planning goes behind it. That itself is a big learning. So all the best to all the chefs, and give your best. I think the chefs, this is the time you have. You may not be as nervous as you will be otherwise physically. You are at your own place. You are displaying your product. Do your best. Give your best. Whatever you have with you, the skill and talents, display your best. Go ahead.
Thank you very much, Rupam, and wishing you again a very, very happy day onwards, and of course a great week too. Thank you very much for joining us today in this particular session, and I wish everybody again a very, very great day ahead. Thank you so much,
Thank
Rupam.
You very much.
Thank you for joining us.
Bye.